Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we find, learn, and play one more turn of the great strategy games. And today, it's back into War in the East 2. Mr. Gary Grigsby brings us an instant classic. And, well, we're getting smacked about a bit during this Soviet Russian winter. I've looked over the map yet again to try to figure out exactly how to proceed from this very point in time. There's been some things we didn't do correctly. Uh, we got to try to recover from it. I'm going to play this through to the end. Now, people said, well, you're already talking about defending Berlin. It's not quite that dire. We will be back on the offensive in the spring. It's just a matter of where we are when that begins. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. We're going to go for those 750 points. We'll see. We got to keep dropping back and maintaining what we've got. Hello, Mr. Anthony Watson. Thank you all for all of the good comments. Sorry, Nordhammer. I know you wanted more war in the Pacific. Unfortunately, that's kind of a once in a week, maybe nowadays once every 2 weeks kind of thing, just because this game has caught the imagination of the wargaming community. No, it's just a new game. I did put up Going Medieval today. If you want to check out that little preview, it's like 3 minutes long. It's essentially their launch trailer, which I actually think doesn't show enough of the gameplay. That looks like a really cool game. We are going to be playing that on the channel. I'm talking to him now about getting a Steam key. So we're going to be playing Going Medieval, which will be a little bit different on this channel. I also have the War in the West coming back up, another tutorial. Got all kinds of things going on. Rrikki, Ricky. I'm going to say it's Ricky. You got to roll the R's on that one. Good evening. Good evening. Hello, Erzbeck. Hello, James Wilson. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for dropping by. We got some dropping back to do. Hello, Michael F. And when I say dropping back, well, let's get this off. Whenever you load the game, that pops up no matter what. When I left you last time, I do believe I had kind of moved through the map, but we're going to move back through the map. And why are we going to do that? Well, we got to figure out exactly what we're going to do here and where we're going to set up. Now, there was some consternation about me moving out of this level 2 fort. I actually completely agree with that, and we're going to move back into that level 2 fort. I also would like to move this unit forward. I mean, we can't allow them to take Novgorod. Mm, that should be fine. We'll be okay there. I am going to move these down. I'm going to move him into that level 3 fort if I can get there in time. This may now scatter, unfortunately, because they will be able to probably move forward one. Yeah, kind of wish I wouldn't have done that. Hold on. Hold on. It'll be okay. Railroad, we don't want him to get scattered, but we might not have a choice. I say a choice. I mean, he's sitting here. We're going to try to keep bringing him south. Um, just looking at any of these units that we could move forward, backwards, sidewards, and if we want to. That's the main question, really. I do think that I'll probably let's move him down here. Ultimately, this guy may push up here. I don't think he can get through to there. These units, I don't have one that can move. They're just stuck in this hex at this moment. Um, I am going to move that headquarters there. All right, they should attack right there. If not, we'll come up with these two and knock him back out of there. That's just a naval force. Or I say naval, it's an amphibious type force. These units now triple stacked. This one, I'm tempted to move him back. I don't really like having him out here all on his own. And he's just going to get obliterated if something comes along here. So I am going to move him back one, and I'll move the headquarters back one. It's not beautiful, but this is how we're going to proceed. Now, these guys, I'm going to move the next turn. I'll move this guy out to help, and we'll put all the panzers back here and put them on reserve to the extent we can. I'm going to try to get them all out here, but he'll probably just move over here. We'll put the panzers in there. We also have an ability to get up here and get this port, which may actually be a good idea, so we can eventually rid ourselves of this garrison here. I don't know. Next time I may try to attack it. We could run like a little scout mission here, I guess. Let's do that. Well, that wasn't great. Okay, moving on. Good lord. These two headquarters we need to move, either here or here. Is going to release stuff out of here. We're going to have to turn around and take care of that momentarily, trying to get to that point. Yeah, boy. All right. Um, These guys can all stay the same. These guys are going to have to stay the same for right now, anyway. But I'm going to start pulling out here. Even though we have high fort levels, we're going to have to get back and shorten the line even more. This is becoming untenable down here. So we're eventually going to have to shorten this line. We may as well do it sooner rather than later. So I'm just going to start pulling them back now. So these guys are going to go back. These guys are going to go back. He can't quite move back yet. Doo, doo, doo. Let's then put that unit up with him. Those two. Well, I don't want to leave that motorized all by himself, but I think we can do it this way. Let's move these two back there. These guys start to move back, and we're going to get out of these forts, which kills me. I get it, but eventually we were going to have to move back anyway. We may as well start doing it now. Um, I am going to set up. This should kill about 3 or 4 turns before he chases us down, hopefully. I'm also going to start setting up forts out here to get them ready. So I'm going to put one. I want to put them in heavy woods to the extent I can, but there's not a ton of heavy woods. I'm probably going to come around this way. Um, I've got these units moving up. So let's put one here. Okay. And we're going to try to dig in heavy woods wherever we can and get these guys going already. I think we can put one probably here. Now, what I'm going to do is try to run as a line down to Smolensk. As long as we can hold Smolensk, Vitebsk, and Veliki Luki, we're fine in the, I say fine, I mean we're okay in the center. So I'm going to build one there. Again, I'm trying to stay in heavy woods where I can just to get any possible help that we can out of this. So it's going to take us a few turns, 3 or 4 turns to get back here. He's going to be chasing us. By then, hopefully, we'll be almost into February. And we're going to set up shop in these fortifications. So this should have been done when we were in the mud. If you ever want to know, hey, when should I start digging in? It's essentially when the mud starts. And we got a little overzealous, certainly, with some of our attacks and whatnot. Maybe I'll put another one there. All right, we're down to 48 AP, which is a decent amount, but we're going to have to do some down in the south as well, and probably some in the north. Put one in those heavy woods, and then we'll put one right next to Smolensk, at least on this side of it. All right, and start trying to get a fort level up in some of these places. I tried to keep them mainly in the heavy woods just because it gives us some kind of defensive advantage. I'm just reading your comments. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, Terrence, we're sweating it out a little bit. It's all right. It's all right. We've got 2 panzer divisions there. I'm actually going to move them up here on the line. Um, you know, Desperation is the. Wait a minute. What? How does that saying go? Um, something is the. necessity is the mother of invention. That's what I was looking for. I'm not sure that that quite came out right. Okay, let's double stack there. Wherever we can, we need to try to double stack because we're just getting chewed on. If he comes this way through Orsha, I mean, there's no doubt we have a gap in the line. So to the extent you say, hey, we got a gap in the line, I know we've got a gap in the line. We're going to have to be just running things down here. We need to then start moving these guys back where we can. Now, this Flieger division and SS Reich cannot move back yet, but we got to start moving these other guys to the extent we can and moving them back to straighten out this line. All right, so he's going to go. Let's put him there. I mean, I'm trying to get him out as far as I can, but you can only go as far as the movement points will allow you. Let's put him there, and then we'll actually let's stack that headquarters there for now. These guys could actually move back further, but I don't really want them to. I mean, they gotta hold the line a little bit, right? For him, well, let's wait till we move these guys. All right. So back they go. He'll go there, and we've just got this line that's going to have to start moving back very slowly and gingerly so we don't get, it doesn't get out of control. As some of these guys could almost get back to Smolensk now, I'm hoping that continues. But I can't let these guys just stay out here completely unguarded. But we're going to have to start scooting around, obviously. We're going to be bringing forces into this gap, which just looks like a gaping hole at this point. But hopefully it won't get too far through here this turn. Anybody I can get back here, but I can't. Do I have anybody else on rail? Not right now. They would be right up here. One thing I do need to do. Well, I'll wait. We've got this guy isolated. We're going to bring this whole other German corps out of here and put them up here somewhere in this general vicinity. Okay, so up in this area. We can hold them off, I think, fairly well right in front until these guys get back here. And then Modal's group will hopefully take that right there. Um, let's see, where am I triple stacked anywhere? I'm not. Yeah, can I get somebody else? No, maybe. Yeah, he can only get to right there. I've got this guy with 6 movement points. He may be fairly well protected. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. Um, hold on. So they're double stacked. Okay, let's take this unit that's got 6 movement points and move him down here. We can actually take maybe this guy and move him there. Again, it's a scramble. I could move them back here, but this just gets that too isolated. Hopefully he doesn't bust right there, but if he does, at least these guys are right behind. Um, okay, and the reason I wanted to do that is I need to scoot everybody over to the extent I can. There we go. So that's one of Modal's group. Now we're triple stacked there. I wanted to move somebody else over, but it doesn't look like we can because this looks weak to me. This right here looks weak to me. Uh, Motorized, do I dare? I don't think I dare move one of the motorized. I think these guys will get knocked back, but we got others coming. We just can't allow something to get around behind it. Gosh dang it, that looks really weak actually. I can't get these guys out yet. All right, so let's keep scooting back here. I probably really need to go one more, but I don't want this to get too out of control. Um, I think that's okay for now. We've got enough zone of control. They shouldn't be able to bust through there. Well, maybe right here they could. All right, well, let's move him back one. We'll move him back one, and we'll have to. We're going to sit here with a level 2 fort and see if he actually can. I don't think he can bust through there, but I've said such things before. Now, let's look at our rail unit and see if there's anything he needs to repair out here or could repair. Let's go to map info. We'll go to the rail. I mean, a lot of this stuff is repaired already. That's the least of our worries is railroad repair. I guess I could do some of this out here if I wanted to, or I could rail them to the south, but really in the south we're not too bad for the most part. Um, well, let's move him out of here for now. There's no reason for him to be up in the front lines. I'll just move him back here momentarily. Maybe I'll put him in Vitebsk or something to draw freight. I could put him in Smolensk to draw freight this turn. Why not? Okay, let's put him in Smolensk then. Um, Now we've got these forts. We're going to need something back here. We're going to get absolutely obliterated down here this time. Now, hopefully, in some respects, they just retreat, even if that's like 3 hexes rather than rout, and try to retreat back to Mogilev. We probably need some forts down here, but now that I look at it, it's not really clear where you would even do it. We could start them like here, maybe. And, we could give up Orsha. That's not the end of the world. You just can't lose Vitebsk and Smolensk. Um, so like right here. Well, for now, I'm gonna actually put him up in Vitebsk. I think I'm gonna leave that as is. All right. Let's start building some forts down here to drop into, um, to the extent we can. I think I'll start like about here. Okay. And then this one just outside of Kiev. All right. I could put one here. I guess maybe I should. All right, we'll put one there. Um, Kiev, it's going to be coming hot and heavy. These guys are going to have to start dropping back fairly quickly. Let's do I want to double stack there? I mean, probably. But this guy is he's a little out here. They may drive us back, but let's set these up. I probably want to build one there too. And then these guys can form a division right. I'll wait till next turn actually. This headquarters is kind of just wandering around out here. And I guess I can go put him up with these guys. These guys, he's sitting in a fort. This division, hmm, wonder if I could get up here and cut him off. Do I dare at this point? I actually think I'm going to do just the opposite. I'm going to drop him back a little bit. I'm going to disband this fortified zone. All right. Um, I think I'm going to put him right up there. I mean, ultimately, them coming down this way, I don't know. I mean, of course, we can't let them take like Zytomir. That cuts off the entire rail, but we've got rail that runs into Kiev from the south. So if they bulge here, it's not a great thing, but I mean we're dealing with like non-perfect solutions at this point. So I guess I'll leave him there. We'll just kind of form this around like this. All right. I actually kind of want to take a whack at this guy, but I'm just going to wait. I'll eventually drop the Italians into this bucket, I guess. Um, why don't I actually bring him around there? Let's do that. A little more zone of control. It's some anyway. We can't really drop them back. He can stay there for now. He can't move. I could nope, I can't quite get to him. I think we need to keep him there. This will become a division and we can kind of scoot this out a little bit next turn. As a matter of fact, maybe I can scoot him over. Okay, let's double stack there. All right. We've got, one division there, and one there. Why don't we bring these back together? Double stack there. This guy, looks fairly strong. We're going to actually triple stack there. This unit, I think I'll bring this headquarters back. I think I'll triple stack with these guys with the headquarters. All right, and then I'll bring this guy up and triple stack there as well. Ooh, I do not want him to be out of command. I'm going to actually bring him right back to where he was, and scoot him back. All right. Okay, good enough. Um, double. Now, these guys, we really kind of need to pivot one way or the other. Now, these guys can come this way. I think. I don't love that. Let's actually have these guys come this way. The reason being is these Romanians are going to get absolutely crushed back here. So these guys already have been crushed. We'll scoot them back. We've got a German division coming. They can get up into this line. I hope. These guys, why don't we? I'm going to move them all around this way, and I'm going to let the Romanians try to, hold on to where nobody's coming through so far. We still do have this division. All right. So these Romanians, I'm going to move, kind of over here. We'll switch places. These guys, they can actually stay right there, I guess. Um, First Romanian Corps. All right. Let's. How far back do I want to drop them? Let's put this guy here. You can go there. You can go there. You come back here. All right. Let's drop these guys back. One. Try to hold this line. They're going to get blasted this time, but okay. Uh, okay, these Hungarians, we got to get them the hell out of here. They're going to get absolutely mauled. Drop the Hungarians back. All right, so now we've just got that one unit. Eventually, I'm gonna take. I guess I'll go sit these Romanian or Hungarians. I'm sorry, somewhere where they can rest. I don't get out of the way. Okay, let's triple stack there. We're giving him some gaps, but I'd rather triple stack and gap. Wow, I just coined a phrase there, triple stack and gap. These guys are probably going to get driven back. When they do, I mean, ultimately our fallback line is D-Town and Z-Town to the coast, right? And then up and around the Dnieper. Um, Again, I mean, we don't lose any of the critical cities other than Stelino. We would lose Stelino, but losing Stelino in 1941, not ideal, but it's certainly not the end of the game. You just can't lose like Kiev. You can't lose Kiev. So, um, oh, Paul Sanders says wants to know on the historical dates. It's this button right up here. You click on that. You got to zoom way in, and here you go. Uh, so yeah, the Soviets are a little ahead of schedule. They didn't take this back until 43. Uh, we're ahead. We were way ahead of schedule. Now we're falling back behind schedule. But in 42, we should really retake a big part of this. The question is how big of a part, right? Um, and it be enough? So I think we're going to leave this line for at least a turn. It's a very strong defensive line here. The problem is it's all going to crumble here, and we can't allow these guys to get trapped. So as you can see, I mean, they can move a long ways. So I'm going to give it at least a turn. These guys are probably going to get the heck blown out of them. Um, as a matter of fact, I'm kind of tempted. Let's move him up there with as much as I can give him. It's not a lot. Uh, just because I don't want any of these troops to get trapped. So let's actually move these guys back. I know they've got a fort level. I know it's more defensible, but we can't allow all of this to get trapped. And he's got armor and more on the way through this Romanian Swiss cheese. So we got to back it off a little bit. Okay, this all looks fine. I had earlier gone through most of the command. Now, some of that probably changed, but let's go ahead and turn the turn and see what happens. I'm ready to get to the next turn and try to claw our way to 1942. I had talked about some like general tips from our playthrough here so far. One is the turn that the mud hits, get to a river and start digging in. And, I know it's kind of counterintuitive, but I think expanding at a slower rate and stopping somewhere around that Smolensk Vitebsk area in the center. I still think you need to try to take Leningrad, but put more into taking Leningrad, take less in the center. And even if you can't, I mean, you should be able to get to Smolensk. Do that. And in the south, hell, I don't know. I maybe even would stop at the Dnieper in this game because the AI is just so much better in this game that you have got to be dug in. And I know other people have said that, but again, it's my first playthrough here. You've got to get dug in. Kalo says, "Pull back and don't attack. Don't worry. That's going to be our catchphrase for the next 12 turns. Pull back and don't attack." Yeah, I mean, unless you can pull it off perfectly and get around Moscow, and we tried, we got about 3 or 4 hexes away from getting all the way around Moscow. If you can't do that, and you're not going to do that, then really you got to stop right when the mud hits because you got to get dug in. And that does give you good digging ground, right, for about 4 turns, 4 or 5 turns. And you should be able to get up to a level 2 fort or close to a level 2 fort. Another thing that we need to do is start putting more of these construction units down into our core headquarters. Um, now, it's questionable to me whether they actually can help with building the fort levels if they're not attacked. Meaning, I think what you would have to do, okay, we're getting driven back in the north as he tries to push us back into Leningrad. Now, hopefully we'll be able to stop that when we get the panzers back here, but these are heavily depleted units, of course. Okay. We held there, and we held there again. That's good. Ooh, he just knocked a motorized group straight back. This motorized group held huge losses for them. Did we hold on? Yeah, we held on there. Hopefully he doesn't move into this hex and try to isolate it. All right, these motorized divisions are doing a good job of holding on. I mean, it's close, right? We'll see. All right, he retreated. That's fine. Just don't rout. And we haven't had anything rout yet. Yet, I say. They're just retreating back. Whew. Those are big attacks when you're pushing back Panzer motorized and Panzer divisions. But what happened right there is not a disaster. I mean, we're going to come back to Pushkin, Leningrad, or West Leningrad, I guess that's called. Where are we? Oh, we're near Vyazma, just to the northwest of Vyazma. This is where we have started to pull back. We've held so far. Ooh, nice. All right. See, he's trying to get a motorized or a armor unit down in there to cut us off. The Germans know something about that maneuver, but we're not going to let him get around us. I hope. All right. This all has been okay so far. So far. That's the key. 1829. He only took out one of our panzers. That's the very definite. Okay, now this is why I started dropping back this last turn, because we can't allow him to get around us there. And he won't. I mean, we should be able to drop back here with triple stacks, so, that's why I started dropping back now. We could have stayed out here, in some kind of proud moment of glory, but it eventually would have turned out the same. We may as well get back on our own terms to some extent. All right. These divisions are still holding strong, which is amazing. I mean, they've retreated back 150 kilometers. Now, he got blasted. That's not great, but we can still get back this way, I hope. Man, they're just hitting that. They're hitting those two divisions over and over. But amazingly, holding on pretty strong. This is the very definition of a tactical retreat. All right, he finally retreated. 7th Flieger in this motorized. I'm actually kind of glad they did. It was going to be hard to get him out of here. So having them retreat back is not the worst outcome. Okay, they got shoved back. That holds on. That's where I brought the, well, that was 7th Infantry, actually. That's where I brought that other unit down. Thank goodness I did. We can't have that get blown out. That retreat's okay. We're going to be sliding this way, so that's, you know, keep attacking our triple stack, please. All right. Ninth Corps and 7th Corps are holding really strong right there. Thank goodness. Wow. Have a Panzer division to get shoved back like that. We really got to double stack these from now on. I was just kind of trying to plug the line the best we could, but you're going to have to double stack there. That's two full German divisions that just got smoked back, but they're on their last breaths out there. All right. He didn't rout us there, which is good. Just southeast of Mogilev. All right. Those guys retreated, but that was I mean, that's actually a good thing rather than okay. This routed. That was just a regiment though, and now they're kind of just bunching all up here, which I guess is a good thing. He comes into that division 223rd. Okay, retreated back. All right, he's got a cavalry unit that's now moved up there. Look at the Italians hanging on, baby. Right? They carb loaded before that battle. Oh, gosh darn it. Full division right in front of Kiev got knocked back. They both did. We're going to have to double stack those and bring this guy back. These are just the fresh new divisions we brought up here. Okay. That actually, I mean, you never want that, but that is good that he didn't rout or anything. We can bring him back here. The line is maintaining somewhat. That situation near Mogilev is not ideal, not good, but we'll get to dealing with that. Okay. If we go back one hex at a time, we'll be fine. We'll see what he does here in the south. Ooh, man, that was brutal. Motorized core holds on. Ooh, we absolutely really put a hurting on him there. They held on once, they couldn't hold on twice. But again, moving back a hex at a time is not the end of the world. These headquarters keep getting scattered to the wind. All right. Let's just hope he doesn't break completely through right here. Okay, that was a good result. Two full divisions push back. We lost 17 panzers there. He lost 2,500 men. That's not great for us, though. I mean, eventually we got to get these panzers off the line, but we just don't have a choice at this moment. Hopefully that was it. If that was it, that wasn't the worst that could have happened, certainly. The cicadas. Paul Sanders. I used to live in the Midwest near Chicago, well, south of Chicago. So I grew up south of the city, and yeah, the cicadas they'll drown anything out. Are you guys? It's not my volume, is it though? I guess I should have asked that before I started talking about cicadas. That I'm glad to hear that, Paul. That's what this is all about is learning. Now, I would like to win the game. I mean, I'm trying to. Don't get me wrong. I'm trying to win the game, but it's really all about you guys learning. Me learning too. I learn something every episode. Certainly from the chat. I always go back and read the chat. I go back and read the comments. Um, I haven't had time to play test this thing, so I'm getting awesome comments for sure and different things. Like Kalo saying, hey, you got to pull back Fourth Army. I took another look at it and I said, I'm just trying to be brave out here and say, we're going to hold the line. We were never going to hold the line. And I hate to give up those fort levels, but that's being caused by a mistake I made earlier, which is not digging in soon enough. I should have dug in sooner. I was trying for the instant victory. It was fool's gold. It was fool's gold, my friends. But now we're going to get super defensive and do what I can. I mean, the line held this time. It's only December 28th now. We've got a long ways to go. It's at least 13 turns, I think, before winter's really over. We can go look at the different climate zones because the snow stops earlier. Uh, oh, good, Paul. Yeah, those cicadas are loud. Okay. Sure enough. Okay. It's a new turn. Let's see what's going on. We lost 52,000 men. It's not terrible. 53,000 off the map. We lost a lot of guns and we lost a ton of AFVs off the map. Now, only 102 of those were quote unquote destroyed, but things were off the map. Oh, somebody had mentioned go look at your theater boxes. I'm playing with the AI theater box on, and so I can't pull things out of Western reserves, or the Western Front. I can only go get them out of our reserves. And so I believe me, at this point I would go pull everything out of the Western Front and I'd be like, well, the Americans can just walk to Berlin. Uh, but it doesn't matter. I can't go get them because I'm not in control of them. I can only get them out of the reserves. So, I saw that comment, hey, you got a lot of stuff in the Western theater. I know. There's nothing I can do about it though. Theater boxes, we went way down to guns, whatever. The Soviets added 58,000 men. Now, I think they probably lost the most that they've lost since we were, first on the attack that turn because they took devastating, well, not devastating, they took large losses on those attacks, but they weren't devastating because the Soviets have a lot of men. They added guns. They did go down in AFVs guns. What did we come in with this time? Thank God. We got two new infantry divisions. That helps. That's good. We got some stuff into the reserves, but these are all support units. I need to start putting those in with the core headquarters. And then when you stack the core headquarters with other units, they'll help you dig in. Um, we need to do that. I'll be getting two new infantry divisions next time out of Western Europe. You can see they're going to transfer onto the map. So we've got four new divisions on the way, and pretty much we get one or two. I'm not going to say every time, but quite a few times. Oh, hey, look, we're going to get the Finns. That'll be helpful. We get three Finnish divisions. That'll help a lot in the north. We get those on turn 31. Let's fast forward. I need them now. Uh, let's go to news events. Garrison shortage in Western Europe. Shortage in Axis requirements in Western Europe causes political problems. Axis lose 1 VP, 1 AP. Then we had excess garrison in Western Europe. Now, how the hell does that make sense? Okay. We end up in the exact same place. So we gained one and lost one there. Soviet partisans are still at a 1 and a 2. Axis capture Leningrad. Wow, they're a little late on the news. Oh, you know why that is because I was told in the comments, and thank you for whoever said this, that once you capture Leningrad, you have a 5% chance each turn to get these Finnish infantry divisions. Um, and so that's why it's now on turn 27 giving us this notification. So awesome. That's great. I mean, three divisions up here may make all the difference. You can see he's now released things out of his garrison over here. Yeah, we got to deal with that. RAF raids. Did we not look at this last time? I thought we did. But anyway, it does. It's not important. The British are bombing. We get it. Okay. Let's go look at losses. Okay. We're now over a million. The Soviets are at 3.3 million. 55,000 guns, 16,000 AFVs. We're now up to 2,500 AFVs. Air losses, they're at almost 14,000. We're at 3,000. But it doesn't matter if they can keep cranking them out or getting them from elsewhere. Hey, we're still at 583 victory points. Manpower losses. Okay, so it was 62,000 to 52,000. I guess I overestimated just how much they had lost there last turn. It seemed like they lost a lot more than that, but they almost got us to parity. Can't have that. It seems we've already lost 34,000 men to attrition, frostbite, all the different ways you can lose men. Gun losses, we actually lost more than he did last time. AFV is, I mean, he keeps losing like 300 or 400 each turn, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's run the air. We still have, let's look at the map, I guess. Weather in the ground, clear, light mud. Okay, this is all snow. It's all heavy snow in white. Weather in the air, hey, we've got 4 blizzards now. We only had 3 blizzards before. We've got 4 blizzards. If you know how to sled or ski, this is perfect weather. Okay. Let's see what the weather on the ground will be like next time. All snow, all blizzard. We're back down to 3 blizzards next time. So that's exciting. Climate zones. Now this becomes important, and I'll show you why if you're not familiar with the weather system out here or how this works, humid. So it's humid basically all through most of Russia, right? Or the Soviet Union. When you get down to the Ukraine, the Crimea, well, the Ukraine, Crimea, down here a little bit, it's humid warm. So humid, humid warm. All right, let's go to the dominating weather table. Right. So humid and humid warm is pretty much all of the Soviet Union. And you can see here, starting in January, so next turn, we expect snowfall in the humid areas for the next 8 turns through middle of March. Wow. Okay. Well, it's even longer than that. Why are they showing January only having 3 turns? That's kind of weird, right? I'm missing something there. I must confess, I haven't read every iota of the rule book and weather, but it's only showing 1, 2, and 3 here. Um, so snowfall, oh, I'm sorry, humid here through mid-March, essentially. Then it gets cold. Then it's rainy for 5 to 8 weeks. It's all mud, which could actually benefit us. But it's not going to be June until it's decent weather. Humid warm, so down in the south, snowfall ends at the end of February. Then it gets cold. Then it's rain. Then what is this green sea or yellow sea? This must be like uh, good, not bad. I mean, I want to say it's not bad. I would say don't live in the Soviet Union when you only get 3.25 months worth of decent weather. But we're going to get a lot of snowfall, a lot of cold, a lot of rain. Okay, those are the weather zones. They are what they are. Let's run the air. Go ahead and do that. We're in a blizzard. I would pull some things out and help us with ground support. I know somebody mentioned that in the comments. It's not a bad idea at all. Um, oh, thanks, Peter. Yeah, old General Winter's got a hold of us, El Presidente. El Presidente. We got the Palace Guard here to help. Yeah, it's a blizzard. Somebody had mentioned that in the comments. Bring your air out. You may as well. I would, but I mean it's a blizzard. They're not going to fly anyway. All right, so now we've got this annoying little mosquito back here. Well, we'll see how much of a mosquito it is. I shouldn't speak so soon, right? Um, he's completely given up the port here. So I think I'll just go take it. That's not a city though. So Okay, I'll take this really understrength Panzer division, and I'll just put him in the city. Okay, we've captured. Okay, well that's good enough. We've captured the port now, and then I'll just bring him into West. What is this? Eastern? No, this is Pavlovo. I always want to call it part of Leningrad. This is Western Leningrad, right? Northwest Leningrad. Okay. Um, it looks like he's kind of withdrawn there, but he's still got a 3 fort level. All right, let's bring this guy down to Pushkin, and let's use him. I may lose some tanks, but we got to blow this guy out of here. Ah, we only lost one. All right, so he's shattered. That was 8,000 men. That's just unbelievable. Okay, so he's out of there. That lifted my spirits, or it lifted the spirits in the men in the north that were getting those finished divisions on turn 31. We've got about 3 turns to hold on here. Um, I hate to pull him out. I mean, this is like a bull rush. The bull rush is on. I've got triple stack. Not right there. All right, let's get these headquarters somewhere else. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'm going to put this Panzer division back here. Let's move. Whoops. Let's move the 23rd Corps out here. He's now stacked with the Panzer division. Let's take this Panzer division and move him back here. Let's put all of these Panzer divisions on reserve. I mean, I'd love to have them on refit, but they're probably going to have to help. Let's be honest. Um, Reserve. Okay, so hopefully they'll be committed. The blue division. Why has he only got 2 movement points? Did I just put him in there? I don't seem to remember. Oh, I used him on that attack. Okay, that's all right. These headquarters then. Let's move 16th Army. 4th Panzer. Okay, I'll move blue out next time. Let's move that headquarters there. Can't move him into one yet. Now some of these headquarters, oh, this is actually a motorized corps. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attach construction units to him and see if this works. We've got a lot of construction units. There's 4th Panzer, so there's 2, and we'll give him 1 from Army Group North. I want to then stack him with somebody. I may have to wait a turn. These are all triple stacked. Well, he's not. Hold on. He's not triple stacked. All right, so let's move him up there. And hopefully that'll help us build a fort level. I'm going to have to keep this Panzer division out here. I don't see how we wouldn't. Maybe next turn we'll move one of these headquarters out with the construction and see how that works. Second Corps, let's put construction battalions in there from 16th Army. I mean, let's put 3 in. I don't know. Is that going to do something? Well, I hope. I don't know what else construction battalions could be up to. So let's hope that they'll start building a fort level here. We're double stacked, and now we've got panzers in reserve. We'll see if that works. Same with 10th Corps. Let's put in shit, I don't know. I'm just going to give them a bunch of construction battalions and see if it works. All right, so that's that. Now then, I got away with this. I'm not exactly sure how. I don't think it was. I don't think I did that the right way, but that's fine. Now he's starting to break back here. This is only one division. He's feeling nice and snug out here, isn't he? He's still got 6 of 10. That's looking pretty good. I'm going to put this guy up here. I'm going to bring this guy around the edges here, and then somebody else. How about you? I don't. I really. Uh, Well, I wanted to bring him out here because I don't want him to completely cut these guys off. That doesn't look great. Can I move these guys? How far back can I move them? Oh, I've got a full Panzer division in here too. Well, hmm. Let's move him there. We'll move him there. I guess the Panzer division, that's as far. Can I really not move that headquarters? Oh boy. How is that? Oh, I know why. Okay, hold on. He can't get through that gap. Gosh darn it. I messed that up. Well, he's going to get scattered. Sorry. Sorry, headquarters. But he's going to have to get scattered out. Let's give Lindemann some support units. Construction units. All right. Well, hopefully we can kind of hang on here. He's going to immediately relocate, dislocate, something locate. Is there any? Oh, relocate him. Yes. All right. There we go. We relocated him ourselves. Now, where did he go? Oh, there he is. Hey, okay. That worked out. Talk about like just falling into something working out for you there. Uh, oh, I did clear that, Kalo. My gosh, man. Um, well, clear it's not the right word. I could drop this guy back a little bit, or who's got more movement points? Um, let's just move him there for a turn. And we'll go get this. That's at a level 5. We're gonna have to bring some kind of infantry unit over here. That may be the first thing the Finns have to take care of. Uh, okay. I mean, by hook or by crook, we're still alive. Um, this guy, hey, still had 1 point left. Let's turn him into a division. I would like to get him up like right there. For whatever reason, he's just kind of not moving through here. Now, of course, he'll start to do that this turn, right? It is showing a fort level, but we know nobody's there because this guy just moved up there. We will have to maybe spread one of these out eventually up there, especially since we're dropping back here now. I'm going to put him up here on the road, get him a little further north just in case. I would like to move this unit up eventually, but I don't think we're really to that point yet. Um, this unit will get up here and hopefully get him in there. This unit will drop back and we'll triple stack in there. All right. You can kind of see now sort of what I'm up to. We'll see if it works, but you can see what I'm up to. Return to headquarters, my friend. Return to your headquarters. You're way too far out here. This guy automatically just went to that. I love the way you're thinking there, unit. We'll get him in there. All right. Now it's a race to get back here. I don't want to drop him too far back because I'm not sure how far. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think these guys can go more than like a hex. So we've got a little bit of a gap here for now, but I don't think he's going to be that aggressive on those units necessarily. Let's get the headquarters though moving down this way. We've got a triple stack of green. All right. This could end up being okay. Does he have a headquarters with him? No. 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 This is the guy with the headquarters. We cannot attach construction units directly to infantry divisions, which is actually a good design choice, I think, for them. Um, all right. These units, let's continue to drop back, kind of 1 or 2 hexes at a time. Oh, he can't get all the way back there. All right, let's make sure we can get these guys out of here before I get too crazy. These guys are going to move back there. You're going to move back there. You're going to move back here. All right. This headquarters, I guess, has got to go right there. He doesn't have a choice. We'll move you there. You there. We'll come out of Vyazma. I think I can take these guys all the way back here and help with this defense somewhat. All right, so off go the Panzers down the road. All I want to do is make Walter Model proud of my tactical retreat. Um, 1, 2, 3. See, these guys just can't move very far. That's the problem. Until I get out, he keeps pressuring here, zone of control, and we can't move back as far as we need to, really, uh, until these outward elements here can move. As a matter of fact, I've got to do that because I hate to leave those out there like that, but some to some extent, I'm not sure what else to do. Let's move you. Let's move you. And now we're shuffling the other direction. Remember back when we used to shuffle offensively? Uh, ooh, that's not good. Let's move him back there. Okay. He's going to get just mauled, but I don't really know what to do about it. I'm going to actually move him back up there. Got to do it. Now that these guys are coming along behind here, we can move Modal's forces this way somewhat. You're there. You're there. All right, double stack. Now this that unit just got his ass kicked last time. That Panzer division. I don't know if he missed a roll or what, but that was not great. Um, let's double stack Panzers there. Oh, did I just do that again? Shit. Stop doing that. Let's relocate that unit. It's a nice thing that you can do with headquarters if you find yourself mentally challenged at some point. These guys are going to get obliterated. We've got to get something up that way. Shockingly, he's not coming for Minsk. All right, I'm going to call this an episode. We're just over an hour. I want to go back and look at the map. I feel like I'm moving a little too fast, probably. That's because I want these turns to click by as fast as possible. Oh, this unit, we can get down here to help. Shit, I don't know. Let's put him there and start getting some of this second army down here as fast as we can. We're going to bring our reinforcements right here because, well, we have to. That's the main thing. We cannot allow these guys to get trapped out here. As you can see, there might be something here. We don't really know. I'm just going to keep these guys trying to hold. We're holding Minsk with 3 regiments. That doesn't seem fruitful in the long term, but trying to drop these guys back as fast as I can. A lot of it's zone of control, though. If this can only move 1 hex at a time, you've got to hold these guys back unless we just sacrifice them, and maybe at some point we have to, but I'm not at that point yet. These Panzers, I'm actually going to bring him there. I'm going to have to bring them around here from 2nd Panzer and try to hold this off. We do need to drop back here, but we'll do all of that next time. This is a lot of fun. I'll tell you what, I didn't plan it this way. I'm not going to claim, oh gosh, I did it this way on purpose, but it makes for a lot more fun when we're actually tested. It's been, again, I play a lot of strategy games. It's not bragging or anything. It's very seldom does a game's AI have me on the run like this, and I'm kind of enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, it's a great game, and that's why. I mean, these guys obviously really did a good job on the AI. It's not perfect. It should be taking Minsk right now. a human player would be in Minsk and we would be in all kinds of trouble. Well, we're already in all kinds of trouble. We'd be in worse trouble. But anyway, thank you guys so much. We'll do it again tomorrow if you're around. Also, I'm going to start up Going Medieval soon. That's going to be fun. I love those castle builders and like survival games. Uh, so if you guys are just war gamers, you're going to have to be patient with me on that one. But check it out. That looks like it's going to be a great one. It was the #1 game selling game on Steam last week, which is just amazing for a survival castle builder game. So who knows? Anyway, all right guys, have a good one. Talk to you later. Strategy Gaming Dojo.